This video is sponsored by EA. Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. On one of my more recent community posts, I asked you guys what you would like to see, and this time I made you guys comment below, okay, so I can have some specifics. And the top comment on that video was Skunk Brad saying they would like to see Wonderland characters from Ever After High. If you're new here, I have created a couple Ever After High characters in the past, but it was only like 4 or 5 of them, and I didn't really like the way they came out. So in this video, I'm going to be creating Sims inspired by 7 of the Wonderland characters. For my members and my patrons only, I will be giving Madeline Hatter a makeover, so she will not be in this video, unfortunately. But for the other characters, today I'm going to be creating Kitty Cheshire, who I'll be making first. I'll also be creating Alistair Wonderland. I think I spelled his name wrong. I'll be creating Bunny Blanc, Lizzie Hearts, Chase Redford, Lily, the daughter of the White Queen, and lastly, I'll be creating Courtly Jester. So before I started this creation video, I really wanted to make sure that I didn't skip out on any of the Wonderland characters. So I did indeed go to Reddit. I went to an Ever After High subreddit and asked who the Wonderland characters were of Ever After High. I was then informed that they're called Wonderlandians, so that is how I'll be referring to them today. There are a lot of Wonderland characters and lots of side and background characters, but I'll be creating the main characters today, aside from one who I wasn't really sure about. So the Wonderlandians of Ever After High are a group of characters who come from Wonderland. Raven Queen's mother and the evil queen caused chaos around the place, wanting to take over. However, Lizzie Heart's mother, the Queen of Hearts, stood against the evil queen and took over Briar Beauty's future fairy tale and her kingdom. So if I'm looking off to the side, guys, I am reading, okay? I'm not going to be able to remember all this, so I'm not even going to try. There are some Wonderlandian characters still trapped in Wonderland, but some Wonderland residents currently take refuge in the school and around Ever After, as it is impossible to return to Wonderland until Raven removed the curse. Even though it is one of the visitable realms, it was shut off from the school's portals and doorways, but fellow Wonderlandians were able to open the doorway to Wonderland Grove, the only part of Wonderland left to enter, by drawing a symbol of their future. Madeline Hatter has shown this by drawing a top hat on a tall bush. I don't know why it would be on a tall bush. I'm not really sure, okay? If anybody knows, let me know. So starting with Cheshire, oh, not Cheshire, sorry. I'm only familiar with Alice in Wonderland. I'm not very familiar with Ever After High lore or the franchise in general, so I'm getting all of my information from a wiki, okay? It'll be linked in the description. So Kitty Cheshire was introduced. This happens every time. Kitty Cheshire was a 2013 introduced all-around character. She's the daughter of Cheshire Cat, and she is on the rebel side because she doesn't want to listen to any rules of destiny. However, the only reason that Kitty would want to follow her destiny is most presumably her dream of making her mother proud one day, and to be like her, a beautiful, smart master of all things chaotic. Kitty herself would rather keep her affiliation of anything to do with royal or rebel sides a secret, just to keep everyone guessing. Following their escape, all of the Wonderland characters transferred from Wonderland High to Ever After High. Just like Madeline Hatter, she can also hear the narrators. Kitty is a mischievous, chaotic werecat with an almost villain streak to her. She usually likes to cause problems for others, but really in truth has a good heart and loves and cares for her friends. Her personality is quite catty, as she's very curious and likes to cause bad things to happen almost wherever she goes. Kitty never means to be fully antagonistic, but sometimes forgets how to really treat her friends. Through and through, Kitty is kind-hearted and will even stand up against her own mother to protect her Wonderlandian friends and to save her friends of Ever After. For this video and creating all of these Sims, I went based off of the cartoon, or like the show, okay? So I'll have a picture of all the characters that I'm creating, and you guys can kind of see where my head was at while I was creating these Sims. For Kitty Cheshire, I of course wanted to give her kind of a cat-like humanoid look. I did give her narrow eyes, but they're still kind of big actually. You hear me? For Kitty Cheshire, I think I only had a couple of pigtails that looked very, very similar to her cartoon design, so I immediately went for those, and I really didn't give much thought to trying any other ones. There was one other hairstyle by Kamiri, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I know that creator also has some pigtails, but these by, I always forgot to say it, Kotehok? I don't know. They're a CC creator who are no longer active, but they had these long pigtails, and I think the color fit Kitty Cheshire's design very well. I wasn't sure if I was going to go for a very similar look as far as these characters' outfits go, and I actually came across a lot of CC that would look good for other outfits. So in the near future, probably starting with these Sims, I will likely be creating more than one everyday outfit or filling up each outfit category just so that the Sims are more complete, if that makes sense. I also was really unsure about Kitty Cheshire's like outfit altogether, but once I kind of got into it, it got a little bit easier. I definitely wanted to give her some more outfits that look kind of more closely related to Cheshire Cat. I am kind of a fan of Alice in Wonderland, okay? So I wanted to give her some tights that kind of reminded me of Cheshire Cat. Not really Cheshire Cat, but just Alice in Wonderland, the movie. And well, both movies, because I've seen the cartoon and I've seen the live action. Okay, it was a long time ago, of course, but I love the Mad Hatter and Cheshire Cat. I downloaded a lot of new CC for all of these characters, and it took me, I had 18 plus hours of footage, which is the most I think I can say I've ever had for 7 characters. But at the same time, like I've said before, I don't want to release any Sims or showcase any Sims, if that makes sense, that are not up to my liking. So I basically kept working on them until I was proud of them, until I was happy with them. So I do hope that you guys also like them. I think they came out really nicely, okay? Most of them. Some of them I'm not as happy with. I would say Kitty was not as nice as I was hoping, and neither was Lily, okay? And we'll get to Lily later in the video, but Lily also didn't come out how I wanted. Okay, this is how Kitty came out. If you guys liked her design, let me know down in the comments, but don't do that yet, okay? I do have a couple of announcements for this video, as well as a lot more Sims to get through, okay? So the next Sim I'm going to be creating is going to be Alistair Wonderland, and of course that is Alice's son. So Alistair Wonderland is a 2015 introduced all-around character. He is part of Alice's adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, and what Alice found there. As the next Alice, he is currently a student at Ever After High. He was stuck in Wonderland before traveling with Bunny to Ever After, where they're currently staying with the rest of the Wonderlandians. In the Destiny conflict, he is on the royal side for the sake of his future adventures and riddles as the next Alice. Already disappointed by Wonderland's closure, Alistair is determined to ensure that his pursuit of his destiny is safe at Ever After High, where he can learn and take in more experiences of the curious world around him. A little bit about Alistair's personality. Alistair loves a good riddle and is very witty. Sometimes he can get a bit overconfident with himself, calling himself the riddle master, but is a selfless, brave, and well-rounded character. Like all of the other Wonderlandians, Alistair shows that he misses Wonderland a great amount. His birthday is revealed to be May 12th, and he is very kind to Ever Afterlings, which why didn't I remember that's what they were called? I don't know. And like his mother, he is very curious. One thing about the birthdays, while I was creating these Sims, I look at the personalities, okay, I see what they look like to get an idea of what I want the Sims to look like. Alistair's birthday said May 12th, okay? Kitty's birthday is May 24th, and we'll get to some more of the other characters' birthdays, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I found because I started to notice a recurring theme here, but we'll get into that shortly. Alistair, he came out a lot more realistic than I was hoping, and I think he kind of set the vibe, or kind of set the pole, or what's it called? He set the bar. Why I say pole? He set the bar for where I wanted these other Sims to go, what I wanted them to look like. And he was just so handsome, okay? He looked so cute. I loved how he looked, okay? He looked like a model. And one of the other male characters, he came out so cute too. Y'all will see in a little bit. For most of my male Sims outfits, I do have to use some Max's items, like EA made items. Unfortunately, I will try to remember to put exactly what pack or kit or stuff pack or whatever it came with, just so you guys know what I'm using, okay? I still need to go ahead and download more male CC, but at this moment, my computer is not doing very well with my editor. It's saying that I have memory issues. I literally just upgraded my RAM to 32 GB, so I don't understand why my editor Filmora is giving me so many issues and telling me that I don't have enough RAM, enough memory. But I digress. Before we move on to Bunny Blanc, I do have a little bit of an announcement. This Crazy video is sponsored by EA, and in this video I will be running a giveaway for 3 kits. Recently, The Sims celebrated their 25th birthday, and they also announced 3 new kits that are going to be released. Well, they're already available. The first one is Comfy Gamer, the second one is Secret Sanctuary, and the other one is Casanova Cave. In this video, I'm going to be running a giveaway for those 3 kits. I'll have 3 different winners, and I really was hoping we could hit 30k before the end of February, but this giveaway will have to end February 19th. Even if we don't get to 30,000 subscribers before then, I'm still going to be giving away these kits because I have the option to do so thanks to EA. So if you're interested, go ahead and head to my community post once you get done with this video, of course, and read the full details of how to be entered to win. It will be random. I will pick a random comment, okay? Also, if you guys are unaware, I am an EA creator, so you guys can use my creator code to support me. There's currently 2 sales going on right now, the Sims 21st birthday, and EA is also having a Lunar New Year sale where you guys can get up to 50% for the Sims 25th birthday celebration, and I think up to 90% for the EA packs or EA games. Anyway, if you guys use my code, I just want to thank you. I'm super grateful for all the love and support you guys have shown me, and we're gonna move on to the next character. The next character I'm going to be creating is going to be Bunny Blanc. I actually didn't notice that these two were kind of in a romantic kind of relationship, but they like each other. So Bunny Blanc is a 2014 introduced all-around character, but she is part of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland as the next White Rabbit, and she is currently a student at Ever After High. So she was also stuck at Wonderland before her subsequent trip to Ever After High, like I said previously, with Alistair. In the Destiny conflict, she is on the royal side because of her general belief in following her path in life. She takes great delight in starting the entire Wonderland tale by taking after her father. I think Bunny and Courtly Jester were my 2 favorite Sims, as well as my 2 favorite characters from this group of Sims, but I digress. So Bunny is shy, however she's also quite intelligent. She's often nervous when it comes to solving problems, so she's dependent on her friends for that. Bunny's rather mature, patient, and unassertive toward others, and is frequently on time wherever she goes, regardless of if she's lost her way. So she's kind of the opposite of her father in that way, because as we all know, well, some of us may know, the White Rabbit was always running late. Because of this, she's been described as never stressed and quite cool-headed. However, unlike all— oh! Y'all, that scared me. So I just got so distracted. Like I said before, all of the White Rabbits before her were typically late, and she somehow manages to always be on time. Bunny herself believes that this is just sheer luck occurring on countless occasions, considering that her luck also brought her to Ever After. For these characters, I wanted them to have a very literal look, but with the other outfits, I'm going to give myself a little bit more creative freedom and a little bit of leeway to give these Sims extra outfits, and more so focused on their color palette. I will say her design actually is the least like her drawing or like her cartoon character, but that's just my opinion. I would say she's my number 1 character, or my number 1 Sim that I made today. I really like the way that she looks. Her face is super cute and perfect for me, I should say. And her outfit took me, I think, the second longest out of everyone in this Creative Sim video. Yeah, she took the longest. But like I said, I had like 18 hours of footage, and the first 3 Sims took me over 8 hours. So the last, why can't I count? 7 minus 2 is 5. Gosh, the last 5 took me a little bit over 10 hours to complete. My male Sims don't take as long, so I would say collectively the male Sims took me 2 hours, and then the rest of the 3 other, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. The last 3 female Sims took me another— doesn't matter. It took a long time. Okay, I'm so confused right now. Oh, I had to download new rabbit ears because the other ones I had didn't quite look right for this Sim, and I'm not really articulating what I want to say about Bunny Blanc, but I wanted to give her like a stark white look. And like her skin, most of these Sims were so bright that I couldn't see them against the background. I have a white reflection background right now in my creators. Stop. In my game. And a majority of these Sims were very pale, as the description said, so you could barely see them. So I had to give them lots of skin details to kind of outline their actual shoulders, so they didn't look like floating heads. I think Bunny Blanc is a really cute character. I think she's adorable. The hair I gave her didn't quite fit the hairstyle that I wanted to find for her, which is like the straight white hair. And yeah, I gave her a cute collar, okay, because I thought it was fitting. Next, I'm going to be creating actually, Lizzie was my second or first favorite. I can't really choose. But next I'm going to be creating Lizzie Hearts, and I think Lizzie Hearts is of course one of the more popular. She's been asked for ever since I've had someone bring up Ever After High characters on my channel. She's very popular, okay? And I can see why. I love her. And so Lizzie Hearts is a 2013 introduced all-around character. She's part of the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and as the next Queen of Hearts, she attends Ever After High. In the destiny conflict, she is on the royal side because of years of family dedication, practice, and belief of destiny in general. Like her mother, Lizzie often condemns people and objects to decapitation, but she really is a sweetheart, despite her capriciousness. I'm gonna put the description of that on the screen because I don't know, or I'll look it up on my own time. I don't know. Regardless of the fact that she is proud of her heritage, Lizzie has aspirations on becoming a kinder queen than her mother. However, she has trouble expressing this to her friends, and it's easier said than done. She goes quite a bit overboard as she memorizes her mother's daily deck of instructions and using her mother's signature quote a lot. Her bold actions often startle those around her. She acknowledges that the people of Ever After High take her exclamations far too literally. Because of that, Lizzie values genuine friendship, mostly from her Wonderlandian friends, Madeline and Kitty. She is described to act aloof and standoffish to those who don't know her personally in practice as her role as future queen of Wonderland. Out of all the Wonderlandians who experienced the flight to Wonderland, she is probably the most nostalgic one because her mother was also affected. Her Wonderlandian exclamations are often misunderstood by the citizens of Ever After. She's also one of the strongest believers of nothing is impossible. Her magic touch is that she has the ability to construct anything out of cards and can chop things off with her finger, and she can sense hedgehogs nearby. I haven't seen Alice in Wonderland in a long time, so I'm not really sure how that's relevant, but let me know in the comments if you know, okay? She was pretty demanding at first, but when Apple and Briar explained that the students at Ever After High are her friends, not her subjects, she became a little more calm. I think Lizzie was my favorite. Out of all the characters, she was the most adult, if you will. She had not very high school-esque clothes, but I absolutely had to use the top. I've had this top for so long, and ever since I had it, Lizzie has not left my mind. I've always wanted to make her, even though I'm not familiar with the franchise. I love the Queen of Hearts, okay, like Alice kind of Queen of Hearts themes, and I also love the description of Lizzie Hearts, okay? Like I was saying, I wanted to use this top, so I did my very best to give her a lot of card themes. I found these tights and a lot of other CC pretty late in the game. I closed my game a couple times just to find specific items for these Sims, but I'm glad that I did because they came out absolutely perfectly to me. If you guys are interested in any of the CC used, I will start doing kind of sim showcase videos where I link the CC used instead of every single thing that is on each and every single sim, okay? So like her top will be linked, her skirt will be linked, her tights will be linked. I wanted to give Lizzie a heart purse because in her character design she does carry a heart bag, but I wasn't able to do that because it was conflicting with her crown, because it was either the crown or the bag, so I chose the crown, okay? I think it was more fitting. Like I was saying, she's more adult, so her outfit's very sexy. Okay, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I don't really make teen sims because I'm not a teenager. So the sims that I make will often look sexy, okay? Or they will dress like adults because they're young adult sims. Yeah, I'm not trying to be weird or anything. I just like to create adult sims. So these are sims inspired by Ever After High characters, okay? And also they're in my creative sim style, so they're not gonna look exactly like these characters. So that is just my disclaimer, okay? And I think she came out fine, okay? Thank you guys so much for the continuous love and support that you guys show me each and every single video, regardless of its performance. I am performing better than what I would have thought at this point or like in this moment, so I'm actually really happy about that. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned Bunny Blanc's birthday, but Bunny Blanc's birthday is January 21st. Lizzie Hart's birthday is on January 18th, minus the 19th, and a lot of these other sims or characters' birthdays are in January, and there's actually a little bit of an explanation behind that. A lot of these characters have January and May birthdays, and that was something that was across all of the characters that I made today. So I looked it up, okay, and this is essentially what it was saying. It's what Google said, okay? So in the context of Alice in Wonderland, the concentration of character birthdays in January or May is likely not a deliberate design choice, but rather a result of the story's origin and the characters by different adaptations, which I think is deliberate. The key point being that Lewis Carroll, the author was born January the 27th to be exact, which could subconsciously influence the placement of birthdays around that time. Additionally, May could be seen as a symbolic month representing springtime and the whimsical nature of the Wonderland narrative. I think that's a good explanation. I think it makes a lot of sense for these characters to have January and May birthdays now that I'm thinking about it, but Let me know how you guys like Lizzie Hearts. I think she came out beautifully. Like I said, she's my favorite character out of all the Sims that I made today, and Bunny Blanc was my second favorite. I created 2 male Sims this time, okay guys? I'm so proud of myself. Next character I'm going to be making is Chase Redford. So Chase is the adopted son of the Red Queen from Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There. He serves as the Wonderland High Attendance Officer. A little bit about his personality, and I mean very little. So Chase has a loyal and devoted personality. He is also quite friendly with everyone he meets. Chase is a dutiful, dedicated stickler to the rules and the training that he received as a knight, even if he seems to disapprove of it. Most of the time, more often than not, Chase is seen in his armor, black and red, silver looking armor. But the director did state on his Tumblr that without the suit on, Chase would wear very preppy clothing, a school uniform with some hard detail elements. I absolutely did not follow that whatsoever. I did read that before I started his other outfit. This character and also Courtly Jester had 2 different outfits. He looks like a model, I'm not gonna lie, and his outfit sort of looks like a magazine model, okay? I don't really know what to say about that, but that's just my opinion. He doesn't look preppy at all. I don't think I own preppy enough clothing that looked good on his stature. I made him very muscular because he's a knight, he's wearing armor, so I thought it was very fitting that he was very muscular, okay? I don't make a whole lot of muscular Sims, and yeah, I thought it would be nice if he was thick, okay? And I think he came out really cute. I really like him. He's actually my type. Moving on to the next Sim, I'm going to be making Lily. And I think her last name is White, but saying Lily White just doesn't feel right. So Lily is the White Queen's daughter. She is a Wonderlandian character that appears in Way to Wonderland. This character also has absolutely not that much information, so I'm just going to read to you what I found. So she is a polite and delicate girl. That's it. And she's also apparently a pawn in the White Queen's chess game. That is what I read online. I feel like she is very much a background character, not very seen as much. I found literally 1 picture of her, and it's gonna be the reference picture you guys will see on the side. I really wasn't even sure she was an actual character. I feel like she was fan art because I only found 1 picture of her and not much information at all. Lily was one of my least favorite characters today. She was quite down on the bottom. Actually, she was my least favorite today. I'm just gonna be honest. I really didn't like the way her face came out. For sure, this character and the last character came out very cutesy, very ew. I don't even know what to call it, little itsy bitsy. And I wanted them to look very kind of doll-like because the way that Lily is dressed in the picture, she kind of looks like a doll. Like she looks like a pawn. She's dressed up to be, I don't know, a chess piece. I don't freaking know. Also, I like that all these characters, or majority of them, have the neck collars. I don't know why. I just love that so much. And I can't wait to do these other outfits so that these Sims look better. I'll probably fix up Lily's face just because when I was taking the screenshots, something was off. And it might be the way her eyes are very high on her cheeks. That's not an issue. I think maybe her eyes may be too small. I have no freaking clue, but there's something off about this character and I need to fix it. I'm gonna edit her just a weensy bit so that I don't have to do makeovers in the future. How about that? For a few of the characters, they did have a little bit of a clown look, but I wanted to save that specific look for the last character today, who I will be making next, and that's gonna be Courtly Jester. So I also didn't know that Courtly Jester was a part of the Wonderland characters because she's the daughter of the Joker. But when I think of Joker, I think of Joker from Batman. Before I get to the last character, I want to quickly thank all of my patrons for your continuous love and support. Don't hit that back button yet. Don't skip this video yet. I'm not done. I have 1 more character and I think you guys will like her, okay? So stay. Now, if you did make it this far, I just want to give you guys a very big hug if I could, okay? Because I really do appreciate you guys' love and support through all of this. This has been a crazy journey, and the fact that I'm almost to 30,000 subscribers is beyond me. But by the end of this year, and I know this is a huge jump, by the end of this year I want to be at 100k. And I feel like that's not asking for much, but that's just me. If I can get more, that'd be awesome. But where I'm at right now is also very great because I came from nothing. So, Courtly Jester is a 2015 introduced all-around character. She's the daughter of the Joker card and is closely affiliated with Wonderland High, the main high school in Wonderland. Courtly is the student body president, which by Wonderland rules also makes her the principal and vice principal, which I'm not sure how that works. She was held in Wonderland prison during her time to make up for the chaos she evoked upon Wonderland. Later, she was released and sent to Ever After High as a student with a legitimate destiny. In the conflict of fate, she was previously on the rebel side because she wanted to be a queen. But when she went to study at Ever After High, she decided to follow her destiny, even though in the future, maybe she could be a queen. She was confirmed to be a royal on the official website of Ever After High. Her birthday is January 18th as well. That's crazy. No, January 11th. Have I been saying these birthdays wrong? Courtly is the type to have an aggressive and assertive, power-hungry exterior and an insecure interior, often referring to herself as the lowly Courtly Jester. Her Joker heritage also makes her mischievous and a liar. She has no trouble twisting others' words. In Way to Wonderland, she is the head of a conspiracy against the Queen of Hearts, planning to overthrow her. As principal and vice principal of Wonderland High and chief of prosecution of the school court, she has huge power over a significant part of Wonderland. Even the Royal Herald goes by her rules. So Lizzie Hearts is her sworn enemy, which is kind of understandable. She wanted to overthrow the Queen of Hearts. Lizzie Hearts will be the Queen of Hearts, which means she'll be the Queen of Wonderland one day. However, a lot has changed since then. In her time in Wonderland prison, Courtly claims to have rewritten her ways and promises to be good and make more friends. I gave her 2 different outfits and I gave her 2 different hairstyles because the hat that I wanted to give her from the very beginning, the Jester hat by Simsonico, the hat is not slider compatible. So I had to give her a more fluffy hairstyle. And I just made it like a very light blue. And both of her outfits, I think, are perfectly fitting for a very whimsical Jester look. For both of the outfits, I did use some outfits or sets that were made to work with each other just because this design is very specific. I did not have quite enough CC to get the look how I wanted, essentially. So I ended up using a couple sets and then adding accessories to make it look more stylized or personalized, if you will. And I really like the way she came out. She's my 3rd favorite. Out of all the Sims today, I would say Lizzie is my first favorite. And then there's Kitty, and then there's Courtly, and then there's Alistair. No, Chase, and then Alistair, then Lily. Did I miss somebody? Kitty. No. Kitty is before Lily, but after Chase and Alistair. Let me know down below who your favorite Wonderland character is if you're a fan of Ever After High. Let me know who your favorite Sim was today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Consider joining as a member to get exclusive content weekly, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!